Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, reporting at you live from hell indeed, because I think it's frozen over. You know, I've made a lot of content on my channel regarding Grand Theft Auto. I'm a GTA fan, okay? I'm a GTA enjoyer. I've criticized Rockstar. I've criticized Grand Theft Auto. I've definitely spoken my piece about GTA Online. Give out my IP address, but still make a fun product? Sign me up, I guess. But you know what? GTA 6, I was totally ready to be playing as soon as I was starting to collect, like, social security checks. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was going to be in the retirement home having a gang war over tapioca pudding before I even got to touch GTA 6. But it's here and it's ready to go. Now, for the last several years, I've always been talking to people online who are like, GTA 6 is never coming out. And, you know, the reality is this is Rockstar's big IP. Because they ain't making Midnight Club anymore. They ain't making Max Payne anymore. They certainly are making Bully 2, and they're not making Manhunt 3. Look, I grew up, all right? I as an adult, I realized certain things are never going to happen. Manhunt 3 will never come out, okay? But GTA 6, dude, that's like their mainline IP, okay? You think they're going to not make a Grand Theft Auto game? But Murda, it's only going to be multiplayer. And you know what? The Rockstar would absolutely commit virtual seppuku if they decided to make their mainline campaign story focus driven game a multiplayer only experience. Don't get me wrong, GTA 6 is going to have GTA Online too. And if you think it's not going to be as grindy as what we have now, you're dead wrong. They're selling way too many shark cards for them not to do it. But if you think GTA 6 won't have a banger single player campaign, you're sorely mistaken. So anyways, this morning I woke up and I saw the greatest tweet of all time, and no, it wasn't Jack Dorsey shutting down Twitter. Many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. Oh, really? Many of us? The whole it trends every week, okay? You can't pretend to stick your head in the sand and imagine it doesn't exist. You know how many times GTA 6 trends? With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm the active development for the next entry in the series is underway, which confirms exactly what we all knew already. Guys, they're not gonna not make a GTA 6 game. If it's one thing Rockstar Games can be commended for, is that usually when they showcase a game, it's pretty much on the on bug fixing phases. When Red Dead Redemption 2 got announced and we saw the trailer, all right, we were like, wow, those graphics look amazing. Yeah, the game was pretty much already done, all right? At that point, they're fixing the bugs and polishing it like a Rockstar Games, product usually is. With the exception of GTA Definitive Edition. Let's not forget, that was made by Grove Street Games, and it was farmed out. I'm not making an excuse for that, but this is definitely not the same case. At least I fucking hope it isn't. But when I saw this, I was super excited, okay? Basically, this means that, in my opinion, I think in the next 2-3 months, we're actually going to get the first teaser trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, the first glimpse at what the game looks like visually, and a confirmation of what city it's going to be. Which, I'm going to say right now, I'm putting both my testicles on the line, left and right one. It's going to be set in Vice City. And you know what? If the teaser comes out and they're like, we're back in San Andreas, but this time you get to see Las Venturas, maybe some San Fierro, maybe Los Santos again, then I'm going nutless the rest of my life. That's a confirmation right here, okay? Bam. But, GTA 6 also came with another announcement as to what we're going to be looking at with GTA 5 expanded and enhanced. So, for instance, a new generation of GTA 5 and GTA Online. So basically, on March 15th, they're dropping GTA 5, like the update, I guess you could say, the next-gen update, the current-gen one. And they've got new graphical modes, like 4K resolution and 60 frames per second. Woo! I'm so glad they actually mentioned that. At this point, I thought if we were going to play this game at 30 frames on the next-gen consoles, I was about to blow up. Let's be honest. GTA 5 can definitely run at 60 frames, even up to 120 frames on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. There's no reason why they haven't been able to achieve it. They've got new texture and draw distance upgrades. AI upscaling. HDR options, thankfully. I mean, right now, the actual game consoles have to, jerry-rig HDR, so thank you, Rockstar, for updating. But what's most important, Ray tracing. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ray tracing. Now, this blows me away a little because this is what I think has taken GTA 6 the longest active development time. To understand, ray tracing is a brand new technology in graphic design. The new consoles have it, PCs have had it for years. And obviously, Rockstar Games uses something proprietary known as the Rage engine. It's their own in-house engine, and obviously they have to be updating this before they can even showcase it for GTA 6 or any game they make beyond that. Obviously, these things have to be done well in advance. They have to be tested. They have to make sure that they function before you can throw them into actual game development uses, which is exactly why I think GTA 6 took its time to come out. Last generation, the PS4 and the Xbox One, was a generation where the CPUs were absolute weak dog shit. And CPUs are what drives open world games. So obviously you can get away with things like Red Dead Redemption 2, where it's not really a bustling, hustling game world, but with something like GTA, where you're literally rendering in a real live metropolis, you're going to need to make sure everything's up to stuff. And this is a generation where we have updated CPUs and very well updated GPUs. So I think it's the time for Rockstar to actually release a city set open world finally. And now that they've got ray tracing and things updated, immersive 3D audios, platform specific features, and faster loading times, let's not pretend the SSDs aren't really just carrying the brunt of the work. But yeah, now that they've actually showcased some of the stuff that their engine's doing, I can almost visualize what GTA 6 is gonna do. Now, of course, this kind of brings me back to the whole GTA 6 video I made a while back, where I actually showcased the GTA 6 Reddit community. For those of you who don't know, all right, on 4chan, on Reddit, or GTA forums, this is the thing that keeps the traffic going, okay? The speculation and the leaks of GTA 6. Now, obviously, I'm gonna be real here, okay? This is a leak that I just want to laugh at all the way from 2020, where they actually showcase these images of islands on GTA 6. It's always a GTA leak if it's a blurry image taken with a fucking camera. Again, when a gaming system of today's era allows you to capture a high-quality 4K screenshot, we're still relying on, let's capture it with the blurriest smartphone we have imaginable. But here they've got some map leaks, but what's really important is Project Americas, which is where I want to kind of speculate the future of GTA 6. Obviously, GTA 6 has to take place in Florida or Vice City, which, it's the only logical solution. We've had HD versions of Liberty City. We've had an HD version of at least Los Santos. So now I think it's for sure we're going to get an HD version of Miami. Vice City is the actual, it's the only piece of GTA geography that is actually missing from the HD era. And they're not going to go to Carcer City or anything else. It has to be Vice City, and that's pretty much what it's going to go down to. Project Americas was a leak that showed that this would be the speculated map, or what people believe to be a map from GTA 6, which over here you can see mainland Florida, which this would be Miami, so Vice City in this case, a whole bunch of land that you can access, and a giant body of water that would allow you to cross between the United States and South American countries, because if you're going to set something in Vice City, it's going to be about the drug trade, and that's pretty much what we're going to get to. If GTA 5 was about heisting, this is going to be about smuggling and selling dope. That's pretty much what I would imagine Vice City to be. Anything else would be almost disrespectful to that era, to that landmass in GTA lore. And also, there's the other things that I wanted to sort of nip as well too. Take-Two has been patenting a lot of actual cool technology. For instance, this is a patent that's actually centered around the simulation of traffic systems and artificial intelligence. Of course, one of the other things that's sort of driving GTA 6 in its development, and some things that you can sort of see peeking out, is this is a patent that was done in 2020, filed by Take-Two, about, if you can read down over here, virtual navigation in a gaming environment. So just a coarse glance at all of this shows you that they're actually looking at a way to tackle AI in a different fashion. When they're patenting new AI techniques, new pathfinding techniques, you can imagine that all of these things will make it so that GTA 6 is going to be an actual generational leap over 5. Look, GTA is kind of like Half-Life 3. You have one shot at making a banger product. Because remember, when GTA 6 comes out, this is going to be the only game Rockstar will probably release this generation. Because if you look at their trajectory, their games are only getting larger. It's a sad reality that in game development, at this stage that we're in right now, designing games as large as GTA are going to take monumental years. This isn't like the days of GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, where you had the renderware engine engine, and the games were far more smaller. You could design smaller cities. We thought they were huge at the time, but you could design these cities, these game worlds, and really there was a whole lot of it was a much more easier method back. Nowadays you got entire city systems developed, AI systems to go for. There's an entire art team designed to create just blocks of a street in one city. So obviously the game development budgets have gone up, the actual manpower has gone up, everything has gone up in game development. So obviously it's went from something that takes years to develop a game to almost a fucking decade, okay? That's pretty much what I'm looking at in game development nowadays. And remember, Rockstar wasn't only developing GTA 6. They also had to develop games like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a monumental title of all on its own. It might be the biggest game Rockstar has made. So if that's the biggest that they've done, I can only imagine the task GTA 6 is already presenting. So is it going to come out, I would say, in a year or two from now? Not even then. I would say from the time we see the first teaser trailer to this game, hopefully in the next few months, it's going to take at least a year and a half, 2 years. And we're not even factoring in the obvious delay of any Rockstar game that happens. But I'm excited. I'm glad that they finally sat down and officially announced it. That's honestly the only thing I needed to see. It was kind of weird to really have no announcement at all about GTA 6. But I think a lot of that was, now that I'm reading this and looking through the patents and everything right here, it's really just a situation of them wanting to get their shit together, in terms of technology, in terms of visual design, before actually announcing a project. Because here's the thing. You could have another case like Cyberpunk where you announce something so early and you haven't even really went past pre-production. You haven't even entered pre-production. At least in this fashion, yeah, we didn't know about the game until now officially by Rockstar, but at least I have the assumption that Rockstar Games, Take-Two, has actually solidified the technological base for the next generation of Grand Theft Auto. Am I excited? Absolutely. I grew up with this franchise. And you know what? I absolutely believe GTA 6 is going to be a banger, okay? I have nothing but positivity and high hopes for it. Am I overhyping it for myself? Maybe a little bit, but that's because the previous titles in the franchise have been nothing but stellar quality. So yeah, that's GTA 6, and I'm excited to see it come out. Frankly, I've kept you here long enough. One thing that I do hope is, despite setting it in Florida, ladies and gentlemen, please, Rockstar Games, do not make the visuals anywhere close to the type of shit that you see on YouTube with GTA 5 Photo Gen Top Realistic 2020 RTX quality, where it looks like Los Santos just literally had a tsunami attack. I know exactly what kind of graphical effect videos, okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about. But that being said, though, this is me, Mutahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.